Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome back to the channel if you're watching over on YouTube. Today we're talking about how marketing can absolutely transform your travel business. So we're going to be diving into the top 3 ways that marketing can transform your travel business. We're also going to be talking about common pitfalls that especially some of your new agents make that you don't even realize. And we're also going to be covering, if you're new to marketing your travel business, exactly what you can do to get marketing in place right now, today, this week. So if that sounds fun, keep on watching. That's what we're covering on the live stream today. Guys, we're going to jump right in today. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We put out tons of content that we don't put out here on Facebook, so make sure you don't miss a thing. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we have new content push out that will help you grow your travel business. And if you're new here, I want to say welcome. Type a little "I'm new" in the comments. I would love to welcome you to our community. And if you are new, you might not know who I am. My name is Cyndi Williams. I'm best known for being the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people just like you launch, grow, and supersize travel businesses. I also own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency. So everything we teach you on the channel has actually been tested in a real travel agency. So we're going to continue on, and today we are discussing how marketing can transform your business. And I have to say, guys, I want to start off by just sharing some amazing successes I have seen come out of marketing in a relatively short amount of time. There's some obvious reasons that you want to market, right? You want more leads, you want to make more profit, you want to do things to make your business more successful. All of those things, if you are a good marketer, when you become a good marketer, will happen. Marketing is the lifeblood of your business. Those are the kind of the core reasons on why you want marketing in place for that first level of transformation. But I've also seen some really cool things come out of the clients we work with through Careers on Vacation that take our mastermind program. And I just wanted to share those with you to inspire you on what else good marketing can lead to. I've had clients that have been hired for commercials, Disney as a matter of fact, just last year. I've had clients who have been invited to speak on a national level at travel conferences. I've had clients that get hired to run blogs. I've had clients go from 0 to 7 figures in record time. And I've also had brand new agents that sell $100,000 before they even graduate our program, which our program is 12 weeks. That's really impressive. If you've never sold travel before, that's a big deal. So the only way that those things happen, though, is boils down to one thing that these particular agents or agencies did differently, and it can always be tied back to a marketing effort. They did something in their marketing mix, right, in what they were putting out there in the world that led to these opportunities, that led to more success, that led to more leads, led to more profit, right? Marketing is always the tie-in. It's the lifeblood of your business. So I want to just set the stage with anything is possible when you become a great marketer for any kind of business, but this is no exception in the travel realm. And I think this is an area that goes unseen or investigated. I don't know if that's the right word, but the gap that I see in our industry, and I've worked for corporate, I've had other businesses, I've owned franchises, I've done other things. But what I've really done well in my travel business when we really got serious about it is I incorporated the stuff I learned in those other places. So we, from day one, marketed our travel business like a real business. And because the travel industry, I started way back in the 90s when you used to go work for a brick and mortar. They did all the marketing. You just answered the phone and call. If you're a good salesperson, you're going to make good sales. But in today's framework, a lot of you are working from home or while you travel the world. And if you are not a good marketer, you're not getting that lead flow, right? And understanding it's part of your job, right? So a lot of times people get really excited. I'm going to be a travel agent. I'm going to tell my friends and family and everything will happen naturally. It just doesn't happen that way. It takes years and years and years if you're trying to build your travel business on a referral basis. That takes forever. Unlike other businesses, like if you're going to go out and buy, a cupcake shop, or you're going to buy a plumbing company, one of the core functions in any business is you have to get clients. How do you get clients? You get them through marketing. So what we've ended up with in our industry is a bunch of home-based agents or traveling the world agents that really never got that piece of education on how to market well. So you either have to self-educate yourself for years, or you have to figure out how to market. So there's a gap in our industry, right? And I think the first step is understanding the importance of marketing, that you have 2 jobs to do if you're going to be serious about your business and grow it out of hobby stage. Nothing wrong if you want to keep it at hobby stage, no judgment there. But if you really want to have a big travel business, you have to understand half of your job is being a great travel agent, being a skilled travel agent, being great at what you do and serving your clients at a high level. But the other really important thing you need to do is you need to understand how to run an online business. You need to understand how to market. That is the only way that you have this super escalated success that happens much faster. So think about that in terms of your core job function. I need to know how to be a great agent. I also need to know how to run my business, and marketing is the lifeblood of your business. If you start in that place, then you're going to be good. And I'm going to challenge you a little bit today. I want you need to get yourself out there. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to also, when you start working with marketing, you need to learn how to test it, grow it, assess it, get good at it. So those are things that might feel out of your comfort zone today, but just know that that's part of the process, being a new business owner, or being a business owner that's challenging yourself to take your business to the next level. By the way, if you came across this session today and you are like, Cyndi, I'm just thinking about being a travel agent, hopefully I haven't scared you off already. But if you're just in that thinking about it phase, I want to encourage you to go grab a totally free resource. It's my free masterclass, The 5 Shifts to a 6-Figure Travel Business and Beyond. I literally created this course because we get hundreds, if not thousands, of requests every single year. Cyndi, is being in the travel industry for me? Should I do this? Should I lean in? I don't know you personally. I would love to know you personally, but I wanted to create this resource to help all of you newbies out there think about, is it for me? What do you really need to do if you're going to get serious about getting into the industry? So go check that out. It will help you on your path. But if you know it's for you, keep on watching. We're going to get into next the pitfalls, right? We've talked about how marketing can transform your business, the things that it can do to escalate you in a big way. I've shared some results. By the way, if you guys have questions as we're going through this live stream, pop them in the feed. I'm going to go check over on our Facebook feed at the end of this. And if you have any questions about marketing, put them in there. I will speed round as many as I can get through. I'd love to answer those for you while I'm live on the session today. But let's talk about common pitfalls. So the first one is that I see with new agents is they don't even try. Why don't you try? For good reasons. You're scared. You're overwhelmed. Like, oh, this is so much to learn. How am I even going to do it right? I don't even know where to start with social or direct mail or guerrilla marketing or all the different types of marketing that there are. Like, where do you start? What do you pick? So the first pitfall is it just becomes like a big mountain on your chest and you're like, why bother? I'm never going to learn all this stuff. So instead, what happens is you revert back to, I'll tell friends and family, I'll dip my toe and see how this goes. And then maybe you book some trips for friends and family, but you're not getting regular leads in. You're not seeing that extra income every single month in your bank account. And you're like, why am I doing all this stuff? And you quit. We don't want that. It's just about getting your marketing in a good place. So you do have to challenge yourself, right? Remember, this is part of my job. This is part of my job that I have to get good at as an owner. If you're taking on that responsibility, or even if you are a independent agent or an agent that is hosting somewhere, wherever you are in your journey, whatever structure, you are responsible for getting yourself out there and drumming up business. So just know that's part of my job. I'm going to have to challenge myself a little bit, work past that plateau, right? Entrepreneurs don't ever stop and get roadblocked. Good entrepreneurs, they go, okay, how do I get around this barrier, over the barrier, under the barrier? What do I need to do to get past this next plateau? And if you're stuck there going, Oh, marketing. I mean, it's great that you're watching this today because this is the first step of going, yes, I want to learn some more. So good on you for showing up today and being there for yourself. And you have to keep reminding yourself, this is part of my job. We have a saying in marketing that says, closed mouths don't get fed. And what that means is, if you're not out there putting yourself out there, if you're not doing any marketing, if you're not talking about your business in a way, or you're not relevant online, you're not getting fed, right? You have to do that step of opening up to the next level, being willing to market and understand, taking on that second part of the job, right? Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox about that. Let's go to the number 2 pitfall. People don't do proper learning before they market, or don't get help with their gaps. You already know that there's things you don't know. And I think there's a lot of fear around, and what I see most with clients who've gone and maybe they've tried to boost a Facebook ad, or they've tried a first Facebook ad and they feel like it failed because it didn't equal 10 people calling their phone. So at that point, it's really easy to go, Facebook ads don't work. It's not that the Facebook ads don't work. It's that, was your audience set up properly? Do you know all of the right buttons to click? Do you know how to have a successful Facebook ad? I know we just did 2 shows on Facebook ads, but that's a good example to say, a lot of times it's that troubleshooting part, or understanding. It's the questions you didn't even know to ask that get you in trouble. We had our mastermind call yesterday with my clients, and I had 2 clients that said, Cyndi, can you look at my Facebook ad? What am I doing wrong? And we were able to go in, look at their audiences, look at how they set up their ad, and we said, hey, we need to adjust some copy here. You clicked this link wrong, and oh my gosh, when you created your audience, you didn't even realize you didn't click this right button, so your audience is not what you thought it was. And literally calibrating that ad is going to equal incredible better results for them, because that is fixed, because they challenged themselves to ask the questions, or they didn't even know what they were looking for. It's the questions they didn't even know to ask. But the fact that they were able to kind of get in that environment, you have to be willing to press yourself to go, it's not Facebook's fault. What didn't I do? Or what could I have done better? What do I need to learn about Facebook ads, or whatever marketing strategy you're trying to engage in your business? What do you need to do better to make it successful? Because I promise you, every single platform out there, there's different ways to have success on them. There's also, outside of social, there's online marketing and offline marketing. So depending on the mix that you put together for your business, and I don't want to overwhelm you too much, you guys have heard me say a million times, multifaceted marketing, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, but just know whatever one you're working on at the time, the easiest way to lose money in marketing is to not know what you're doing when you are putting a marketing budget together and throwing it at Facebook. I mean, imagine if that client I worked with yesterday had a $500 budget this month towards that Facebook ad, but because their audience setting was off by 2 little things, they literally can quadruple, if not 10 times the result by that one thing we fixed. So I understand why you guys go back to number 1 and you're like, why bother? This is too much. But I want to remind you, you have to challenge yourself. You have to work past those. And if you're doing it your own, if you're trying to DIY everything, you're going to have to give yourself some grace, and you're going to have to give yourself some patience, because trust me, it is a long road to get marketing if you don't get, the help, or if you're not willing, if you're fighting doing the learning, right? I hear people all the time, and I get this comment on YouTube constantly, Cyndi, I want your life. I want to be just like you. Well, guess what? I was not born an amazing marketer. I did not know how to market. I sold my first $1 million not doing marketing at all, because I started in the 90s. Leads were being fed into me. I knew I was a great salesperson, but when I went off on my own, I said, oh crap, I got to make the phone ring. What do I have to do? I spent years trying to figure out how to be a good marketer. I wasted money. Basically you could put a bonfire of money in my backyard and just put lighter fluid on it and watch it burn with all of the money I wasted not knowing what I was doing. But then I got smart and I started hiring mentors. I started working with expert marketers. I started looking at what the corporations were doing to market their business in a new way. When new platforms came out, I worked with a person who was top in their field to understand what I needed to do to leverage that for my travel business. And I did that year after year after year after year until I became an expert marketer. So the question is, are you willing to do what it takes to have that big business? And if remember, I don't want it to have to take 10 years and all of those things. I'm going to tell you the couple marketing items that I would start with. But what I really want you to do is get clear on that marketing is critical in your business, and at least take those first 2 steps. Even if you just learn how to do one really well, then you layer in a second one, that's a great place to start. So where would I start? If I was starting over today, knowing what I know now, I would start you off. I'm going to start you off easy. Start with email marketing, right? Do you have a little database built? Do you have, first thing is to kind of build your database and have a few hundred people in there, and there's different ways that you can grow your community and your audience. But if you have a little starter database, start with email marketing, right? What is the journey you're taking your clients on? How are you keeping your base warm every single month? And when I say keeping them warm, what are you doing to engage with them, either in a social way or through email? So email marketing is a great place to start. The second one is social marketing. Everybody knows about social media. I've done lots of videos on the fact that social media as a user is not the same as social media as a business owner. So recognize you have to start looking at social media as a tool in your toolbox to grow your business, not just I'm going to get on and throw some stuff out there and hope that the leads start come flooding in. It doesn't actually happen that way. So start thinking about social media from a business owner perspective. You can always layer in more marketing later. There's lots of, like I mentioned before, different ways to multifacet your marketing, combination of online and offline marketing, but at least start with those 2. And I think that will really help you get into a place where you're feeling a little more confident. I get questions all the time about, can I start with free marketing? I don't have a big budget. Yeah, you can always start with free marketing and then graduate to paid marketing as you grow. You should always have a marketing budget that's reflective of how much money you're bringing into your company. But no, if you're not making any money yet, you should, do all of the free stuff. That's one of the things we train in COV. Let me show you how to optimize and do all the free stuff the best, so you start getting leads in. You have those first few sales, you make some money, and then you can reinvest some dollars in marketing. So you don't even have to, you can do it on any schedule that's good for you, so you're not feeling like a pinch with your resources. I also want you to recognize, though, no 7-figure travel business did it without some type of paid marketing. A lot of people go, Cyndi, I want to do what you did. And I'm like, if you only knew, right? So of course, if I could go back in time and give myself what I know now and not have to go through that over a decade of learning, of course, that would be amazing. That's why Careers on Vacation exists. But the point being is, recognize if you're really looking to do this to retire yourself out of a corporate job, or you want to work from home or travel the world, or maybe you want to retire your spouse. That's another great goal we hear all the time. That's what my husband and I do. We work from home here in Austin, or while we're traveling. Like he said this morning, hey, do you want to go, somewhere on Thursday? You want to go somewhere tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah. So that's our life. We're like, hey, you want to go somewhere? So we have this crazy life where we can take our business where we travel, but we didn't build that without doing paid marketing. I want to be transparent about that. We are very clear on our marketing budgets, what we invest in our business to grow it. So layering paid marketing at some point is key if you're really looking to grow to be, a 6-figure earner, 7-figure salesperson. That's a really important thing to know as you grow. And then tracking and monitoring your marketing. That's so important. When we talked about that pitfall of just throwing money away or burning money, yeah, I burned some money, but I never did it stupidly. Every time I lost money, I went back and said, okay, what worked, what didn't work, and then the next time I got better, and then the next time I got better, and the next time I got better. So it's a process of, if you just throw money out and you decide Facebook doesn't work, it's not that Facebook doesn't work, it's that you really didn't know how to do it, right? You didn't have a strategy behind it, or something was wrong on the back end, or you didn't even know the questions to ask. That's okay. I would always say, what can I do better? How do I fix this? How do I get past this gap? I see that these other businesses are having success. What gap do I need to fill? So track, monitor, and assess how your marketing is doing and make changes quarterly. That's the other mistake I see people make all the time, is they try something for 3 days and they're like, oh, that doesn't work. I didn't get 50 leads. That's not how marketing works. Marketing is cumulative. In the marketing world, we talk about things like halo effect, or they have to see you 7 times before you make an impact. So understanding the principles of marketing is really important as you grow as a business owner. When I commit to testing a new marketing thing, whether it's ads or anything I'm putting money in, I do it for 90 days. And I say, we're committing to this. I make sure, though, that I'm optimizing and I'm working with the right people, I have an amazing team that says, do this, don't do that. Here's all the things we should be doing. And we lay a foundation and then we test for 90 days and we see what works and what doesn't. And then from that, I know how to proceed, right? So think about that. Be willing, though, to get real about your comfort level and your skill level. If you know you're not great at Facebook marketing or email marketing, or you're testing out TikTok or Pinterest or LinkedIn or any of the million things that are out there, direct mail, whatever you're trying to do, ask yourself, do I know what I'm doing? And if the answer is, I really don't know what I'm doing, then you have to be willing to get help. Either do some learning, work with someone who's an expert at that, consider careers on vacation. That's why we exist. We help people with this stuff every single day. But be willing to learn and get outside your comfort zone so you can get that marketing engaged, right? So guys, if you are anything like I was when I started 25 plus years ago, I understand you might need some help with setting up your marketing machine, understanding how to optimize, understanding what to avoid so you're not wasting money, and how to start attracting not just any clients. And we didn't even talk about this very much today, but good marketing should offend the wrong clients and it should attract the right clients. Working with ideal clients on a regular basis is so key. Good marketing, just that targeting the right groups and who you want to work with and who can afford to buy the things that you're selling is so important with marketing. If you're dealing with a lot of tire kickers or people wasting your time, you might just be accidentally attracting the wrong people through your marketing somehow. But guys, this is the reason I created Careers on Vacation. I hope everything we gave you today is super valuable and I hope it makes you $1 million. But if you, unlike me that took 10 years to figure all of this stuff out, I created Careers on Vacation. So instead of it taking years, in a matter of weeks, you can just know what works, get the roadmap, get on your journey to having more success faster in your travel business. Because let's face it, we all just really want to be on the beach, right? If my business is just running and growing, it's much better to go, I'm going to go on vacation. I feel great. So if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and you want help with your travel business, I do encourage you to check out the Careers on Vacation program. This is my 12-week mastermind. We are ASTA affiliated and it is a certification program. So you actually are certified when you graduate from this program. Not only do you get our amazing online learning that you can do on your own schedule, you also can show up live. This is so important. You get access to my entire team, my experts, my marketing experts, my email experts, my Facebook expert, my mindset expert. They all are on calls that you can jump in live. And this is so key because we talked about being able to troubleshoot Facebook ads or look at Instagram or look at how your Google is set up. That's the secret sauce of our program, to be honest. There's a lot of people who will sell you a program that's online and go do this online thing and, I'll take your money and I'll never actually talk to you. No, you get to jump on a call with me every single week, ask your questions, troubleshoot the things that you're learning and implementing in your business, and you can jump on with my Facebook person, you can jump on with my mindset expert, you can jump on with our branding expert. So as you are making these adjustments in your business, you get to work with real humans. Imagine that. I wouldn't do it any other way. As someone who's been training travel agents since I was 25 years old, I had my first training job, trained thousands of agents, and I know how important it is to have that hands-on, okay, you made this little mistake, or have someone to ask. So that daily support is key. But at any rate, you can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now if that sounds interesting and if that's resonating for you. And now I'm going to go over and see if we have any questions over on Facebook. So let me put my glasses on real quick. Tell me where you guys are tuning in from too. I have some of my clients on here. Lori, where are you from? Costa Rica. Lori is one of my Wanderlust CEOs, you guys. She is just doing amazing. Amy, good morning. Nicole's one of my Wanderlust CEOs too. And Nicole's been through Careers on Vacation. Good morning, Nicole. So good to see you. Denise, good morning. Off topic, but your hair color looks amazing. Okay, I wasn't even going to comment on this today because I have this great hairdresser here in Austin and I was like, same as last time, but I came out and I was like, do I look like strawberry shortcake? What is happening here? And I made a joke with my kids. You guys remember that little character in Incredibles, the villain guy that had the flaming red hair? I was like, I don't know. This is really red for me, but we're trying. Thank you for that. I'm going to accept that compliment with love. We're going to rock this red hair because what choice do I have? It's here now. And we're going to keep moving on with our day. I love it. Michelle said, Denise, I was just thinking the same thing. It looks well, thank you guys. Maybe I'll keep this crazy red. I don't know. My husband said as long as I don't pull it back, because if you pull it back, it's all this like bright red, then I'm good. But it's all good. Good morning, Rosalind from Bel Air, Texas. You're right here in Texas. Kimberly, good morning. I see you. Oh, Mohammed is from Egypt. Oh my gosh. Mohammed, my husband and I were just talking about Egypt is like our dream trip. It's the one place in the world that is on our bucket list, and we just haven't made it there yet. So we're waiting till our kids get just a little bit older, but that is one that we definitely want to get to. Kimberly's in California, Georgia. I love it. Can't wait to get started and cruise on vacation in September. Caitlin, we're so excited to help you. Congratulations for leaning in and doing all of the things in the meantime. I love that you guys are just all saying hello and no one even has questions. I must have done a good job. Oh, Mohammed said he's a travel agent from Egypt. That's amazing. Congratulations, Mohammed. Thanks for finding us and watching us. So guys, if you have questions later or anything pops in, feel free to pop it in the feed, or if you're watching this later and you missed the live, just type in a CTR, which means caught the replay, and that just tells me that the content we're creating is really helpful for you. Don't forget to hit that button over on YouTube and subscribe. We have hundreds of videos to help you with your travel business, and that we also do contest announcements and all that stuff over there as well. If you want to hang out with me in my personal life, at least in a virtual way, check me out on Instagram, or TikTok, or here on Facebook at Wanderlust CEO. You can find us in all those places. We're doing some really fun stuff, and we love to share our sunsets from Austin, as you guys know. And I'm taking up gardening, which is really random, but it has so many tie-ins to business, so I'm kind of loving it for the season. But guys, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you so much for always supporting us. We just hit over 14,000 subs on YouTube, and we're the #1 channel for travel agents. So thank you for helping make that happen, and I will see you guys back here next week. Have a great week. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.